Get away, sea pigeons.
So I've watched a few channels that say follow these tips to become like super successful on YouTube, and the few times that I've followed their advice, it's not made any tangible difference to to a small channel essentially. Maybe for a bigger channel you might see, with a bigger demographic, you might see an uptick in certain amounts of numbers, but in terms of how to get views and like monetization within a short space of time, the only thing that I found that works is consistency. I mean, I know it's easy to say quality or quantity over quality, or however you want to put it, and I know I myself has made jokes about trying to infest YouTube with my video content. Are you going left at this junction, woman? I think she's going left, but we'll just fucking assume. I mean, there has to be a minimum quality, I think. I mean, recording on a potato with bad sound in this day and age, it's not going to get you very far. It'll get you, you'll still have numbers, but there's a lot of people that I watched, and still watch to this day, that they were only in the sort of the hundreds, but no, they've been doing it for like a number of years, but their video quality is I think like 1080p basically. And while I don't think there's anything wrong with that, I think if you're going to try and start from now, you need at least the 2K with a consistent frame rate. And considering how cheap you can get 4K cameras for these days, and obviously mention of the the Akasos. I mean, I had one of the original Akasos that said it was a 4K camera, and it was absolutely not. And you'll probably lose a lot in things of in terms of color balance, and which can make some videos look a little bit drab, but being able to mess with the colors in editing softwares, it's so easy. I can do it, and I don't know what I'm doing. I've just been thinking more on it in terms of my... Sorry, I was wondering whether this car's gonna... Yes! Go all the way. In terms, I've had quite a sharp rise in views, especially over the last month or so, views and subscribers, and I haven't done anything different. I don't follow any kind of trend that I'm aware of. I'm not going around looking for conflict and then trying to get it uploaded to a compilation clip channel. Just doing my thing. But what I have done is I've been quite consistent with uploads. I try to be consistent in times of day, thumbnail style, stuff like that. I mean, at the start I think it's a good chance to play around with what you like. If you try and, I mean, you can just emulate who you want to be like, and you'll probably find success that way. But I'm not too sure how long you could keep it up for. Ooh, Mrs. That's what she said. And I don't know how long you could sustain that kind of like energy or style, and trying to like building I think building a fan base based on lies, not lies, but like a persona that you can't keep going, and then you try and transition out of that, you're probably going to just ruin whatever kind of base you built. So my advice would be, considering, like, if you think about it, I swear a lot because I'm a filthy boy, make very stupid jokes and comments because that's just me, in a nutshell. Look at me, I'm in a nutshell. Oh, classic. But even then, I mean, as long as you're quite happy to get all the hate comments, or not happy at least, as long as it doesn't make you wanna off yourself. I mean, if you think about it, most people start on YouTube with in the exact same place of a channel with no views and one video. I mean, I'm excluding things like companies and people who have already built up like fame via another industry, like a musician or film star, that kind of stuff. Because you can't really compare those two because they've already got like a baked in fan base. Everyone starts off the same, and as long as you're consistent, I mean, it's those first few months that'll like make or break whether or not you continue to do it or not. Because there's plenty of channels out there with like less than 10 videos, and a handful of subscribers that probably just went, do you know what, this isn't going anywhere. Like, a meteoric rise is unlikely for the vast majority of people. I mean, my first video, I think, considering like when I put my first video on, it was just a silent video of me riding. I was just keeping my mouth shut because I was a little too embarrassed. I didn't want to speak on the tubes. Didn't want to let people hear my voice. Pretty much kept doing that until I just couldn't, because I normally talk even when the cameras are off, or I've decided that I've finished filming and I don't switch the camera off. I generally keep talking to myself because I'm a little bit cracked. But once I just decided just to do it anyway, to just talk to myself like I normally would, and it wasn't until February, like a good 3 or 4 months worth of consistent videos, before I saw any kind of real like change. And the more you put out there and the more consistent you do it, the more chances people are to stumble upon a video. And the conversion rate is pretty low. I mean, for me, like over 1,000 viewers on a video, I might get one that subscribes, maybe. And even then, once they like look at another video and realise, nope, this guy's a knob, they'll probably unsubscribe. And I see that quite a lot, where I'll have a jump up and then a drop, then it goes down a bit, then it goes up a bit, then it goes down a bit. Where some people will see a short and they'll think, oh god, this guy's hilarious, let's see his other stuff. Oh no, bums. And then they'll unsubscribe again. That is fine. That is just the way of life, because there's nothing worse, I think, than like a lot of people, if you were just watching me out of spite and all you did was get like constant hate. I don't know. I think at that point you'd have to go, do you know what, this is not working for me. But if you like something, whether it's like motorcycling or cars, I'm naming things that are in front of me, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's something like quite niche, like whatever car that is, and you like that car, there's guaranteed, I think, if you look online, look on YouTube, there'll be fan pages, you know, and people discussing that car, and small communities that will welcome you into their entourage to discuss, you know, your take on their hobby. That's the part of like the consistency thing, where even though you may not be getting many, if any, views on a video, if you've enjoyed making it, and it puts a smile on your face when you rewatch it, then I guarantee someone else is, you know, will feel the same. There's also going to be someone else who'll be like hypercritical about what you're doing. But 9 times out of 10, they don't have like a channel themselves. It's easy to be like very, very critical of someone doing something when you don't have any, like, a dog in the game. Is there a dog in the game or a ball in the game? Oh God, help me out again. Am I mixing metaphors again? No. Dog in the hunt? Then what's the thing about the game? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. If you're doing something quite heinous, it's unlikely you'll get the amount of bile and vitriol that I tend to get on a daily basis. Yeah, so don't worry about things like certain amounts of tags. You know, I tend to stick with the same tags these days. I used to put as many as I could fit, but the problem is, like, if you put, you know, a hashtag like YouTube Shorts, I think, which has got like a massive tag on it, like, people are going to see that, but not, you know, not that many people will click on it, because, you know, especially with like moto vlogging, being a little sort of subsect of a genre, you're not going to get much like transfer through. So try and be at least, you know, relatable. So mine it tends to be VFR, because it's the greatest gift of a bike that's ever been made by man. The motovlog, because that's what I do. Vlog, I think, because I think there's crossover there. Bike life as well, because it's, you know, bike related. But and if there's something like I mentioned, like an e-bike or something, I might throw that in and then forget to remove it for about 3 weeks. So don't be tempted to just like put in all the tags either, because it's not going to make, you know, a huge difference. Consistency. I mean, you don't have to do like the thing that I did was a daily video, or like 2 daily videos for months and months and months. I mean, that's probably a little bit OCD. It was just because I've had that footage. You know, I'm on the bike, I'm recording, I may as well throw it online. I'd say maybe 5% of my videos are worth watching, maybe. But, you know, if you don't like a video, there's another one there. You might enjoy that. Probably won't, but you might. You never know. The thing is, like, it's not as daunting as it might seem. That might just be an age thing, where uploading like videos and stuff online feels like a weird. It's like you're trying to put yourself on the telly. It was a weird sort of thing to overcome for me. But I've got no issue with like listening back, like, to my own voice or anything like that when it's on when I'm editing. It doesn't make me cringe or anything. If anything, I tend to laugh a lot because I forget what I've said and I amuse myself, which is probably quite narcissistic. But you also don't need all the latest and greatest gadgets. You don't need like the best camera or the best microphone or like the drone and stuff like that, unless that's what you want to do, and that's what you found like where your sort of niche is or your little comfort zone is. But as long as the audio is clear, it doesn't really make a huge difference. I mean, I think Podmoto still records to his phone and then syncs it up later. I mean, I tried a few different cameras until I decided to go for the DJI one. I mean, I know that sounds like, you know, I'm saying you don't need the best camera, and DJI is pretty good, but arguably, like the GoPros and, you know, the Insta360s are just as good, if not better, in many circumstances. Just do it and keep doing it. Do it! Isn't there a little Shia LaBeouf meme thing that I should be throwing in about this time? I think. I don't know. If I can remember by the time I'm editing it, I will put it in. Also, CapCut, arseholes, they're constantly updating it. And the system I use for editing is like the auto transcript. So I can see where the bits where I've been talking are. And then it allows me to, you know, edit the video together a lot easier. They keep mucking it up, so so it doesn't like register. And maybe it's because I keep talking in little short bursts and it throws off the system. I don't know. It's taking me substantially longer to edit the videos because you can't see the little wavy form things that go up and down, up and down. But I used to use that on my older like editor, where you could see where you talk by, like, you know, the little peaks and things in the waveform. But you can't really do that on CapCut, and I'm not clever enough to use any other system, so I'm stuck. Yeah, so don't focus too much on the little tips and tricks and, you know, what you need to put in your tags, or make the video you want to make, and then just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Do it! I mean, if your whole desire is to become the next big YouTuber, then all you're going to do is jump on wherever the trend is anyway, and that'll carry you through. But it seems like a very boring way to have a hobby.